After 2 long years of a pandemic, Puerto Ricans took back to the streets of New York City with the 65th Puerto Rican Day Parade. The purpose of this parade is to highlight our culture and our heritage and our milestones that we've achieved over the years. I myself had an amazing time at this parade. So I received this comment the other day. Person saying, "Wake up, people." Then you wonder why you ain't free from USA. Why celebrate? Yes, while we celebrate our history and wave our flag, there's a lot of taboo that isn't discussed. However, I want to highlight some groups that were in this parade as well. These groups that I'm referring to took the opportunity to uplift the voices in Puerto Rico. One of the groups I'm going to talk about is La Playa Son del Pueblo. This group protested in the parade with the purpose of advocating to stop privatizing the beaches in Puerto Rico. This group also had one of the independent candidates that ran for governor back in 2020 to march with them in the parade. Local Puerto Rican artist PJ Sinzuela took part in the parade as well. The purpose of his group was to let it be known that Puerto Rico is not for sale. A lot of major corporations have been trying to buy off property from local people, causing many Puerto Ricans to be displaced from their own land. Gotta give a big shout out to PJ Sinzuela. Another group that participated in the parade as well was the Nationalist Party of Puerto Rico. Both Nationalist Party members from Puerto Rico and New York took part in this parade. This is a group of people that have been advocating for independence for Puerto Rico. And this upcoming September, they're going to celebrate 100 years. I highly recommend checking their page out. Here's another group that I have to highlight. This group is called Las Lolitas. They're named after a Puerto Rican independence advocate, Lolita Lebron. If you don't know who she is, I highly recommend you look her up. Similar to the Nationalist Party, Las Lolitas also believe in the independence for Puerto Rico. As Puerto Ricans, we wave our flag very high and proud because there was a period in time when we couldn't wave our flag. Back in the 50s, if you were caught with this flag right here, you would be doing 15 to 20 years in prison. To answer the question earlier, why celebrate? We celebrate because we can. We celebrate because of how proud and how resilient we are. If you're going to try to silence somebody who's very freaking loud, we're only going to be 10 times louder. Que viva Puerto Rico.